And welcome my friend, and then I am planning to show you that how to replace Toyota Avensis power windows switch. And now we are talking this console in here. Okay, and then I need this flathead screwdriver, and with this flathead screwdriver I install this my tool in here, in that area carefully, and I lift then this power windows switch in carefully away in that way. And carefully, and then I rotate that in another direction, and there are those switch electric connector what I need to open next. Okay, and then I disconnect this electric cable, I press this area, and same time I pull out this connector. And now the switch is in my hand in here, in this way. Good. Okay, and there is this my switch really. And now I have two defects. That firstly, there is one screw missing in that area. There must be screws in this way, but one screw is missing. And then there is one plastic. This button is away, and there is some protective tape. I have to install this button back in here. And let's go to look at how I firstly install the switch in back. And there are now those holes in here, and I think that there are those holes, and that switch, and that's this switch must be go in same way like in that one, and there are those small holders, and if I carefully press that in deeper, let's go to look at how it goes in that way, and I press that in a little bit in down. Okay, maybe I need to take now this outer cover away, and there are those Phillips head screws. I open these, and there's my electric driver. It is faster, and there are small screws. And second, and one screw was in here, but now it is missing, and now I can lift that up, and now we can see better that there are those small plastic dents, and I have to install this my missing this switch in here, and then these holes must be with those dents. Okay, let's look at if I press that. Okay, and now it went nicely. Good. And it even moves. Excellent. And if this part drops away, then we have to purchase this whole element again. But in my case, this was now workable. Excellent. And then I had the second issue, that there seems to be that one screw is missing in here. And it looks like that, and let's go to look at, can I install these sides in here, or, and now I notice that this is like slippery. There is some worn out. Let's go to look closer. Okay, and now there is a situation that this screw is too small for that position, and I need bigger screw in that kind of screw. And next I have to measure the sides. Okay, and so I need for this my broken power windows switch now a little bit bigger screw, because this original screw is like too thin and there is slippery, and that's I need to this Digimatic caliper tool. And for that tool I can measure that what is this my screw thickness. There's this my screw in here, and I measure this central area in that way, and we can see that there is this thickness is something like 3.96 millimeters. It is about then like 4 millimeters if I little bit move that again. It is just 4 millimeters is the thickness in here. And now I need like bigger thickness screw, and I believe that 4.2 millimeters is better. And now I go to visit in some hardware store or some internet place that I need screws, but size is like this thickness is 4.2 or 4.5 millimeters. And let's look at what kind of screws I can find. Okay, and now I have found and I purchased a little bit bigger screw, and it is not similar than these original ones, because I need bigger screw in my this area, and especially in here in this position. And let's go to look at how this works. Okay, and there is really this my screw, and let's go to measure firstly that what is this thickness, because this original one was 4 millimeters, and how thick is this one. And now when I measure that this is 4.86, this is a little bit bigger, but I believe that even that it is like 0.8 millimeters thickness, I can use this screw. Okay, and now I have to install the screw in this position, and because it is bigger, I have to use now carefully screwdriver, and these are plastic, and that's how I have to rotate that screw really carefully. And if there is any too much force, I have to stop, because otherwise these parts goes broken. And now I can see that this my screw works well, but now I notice that there is small crack, and that's I have to stop this my job, even that this is workable, and I have to install in here some these steel plates in here, because otherwise I can broke this my system. And I go to take some of these plates. Okay, and now I have this my original screw, and there are those small steel plates what I have now take in my hand, and this purpose is to make this my screw like shorter. When we compare this original one is so small, and that's I install this my steel plates in here, and now I have shorter this screw in my hand. And let's go to install this part in this my switch. There's this my switch. Now I installed it in here, and then I carefully again I rotate this my screw. And now when it starts to take contact, I check that now this joint is solid, excellent, and this my new screw is working well. And then I install also the smaller screws in this back area in that way, and these screws works well, and that one also. This is also slippery in that area. Look, I have to install in here also, because this is like now moving all time even. And I have to install in here also new screw in that area. And I have in here some extra little bit thicker screw, and this fits also in here, but I need again these steel plates in here, that this is like a little bit shorter in that way. And now I install second screw in here, and I rotate these things in here, and carefully, because these are plastic. Okay, cool, and this works well. And now we can see that this my power window. We have repaired that. Repair has been successful, and now this new spare part picker screws works well. And that one I can rotate a little bit more. Cool. And now they are stable. And then we can install this my switch back to this door. And then when I install this my switch back in here, what I have now in my hand, this power steering switch, I take firstly this electric connector, and this connector goes only in one way in here, and then I press this way, and it clicks. And then firstly I have to install this down area in this way, and then I press this area down in my thumb in that way. Good. And now this switch is ready for use, and I have to only install that so that it goes totally deep in here. And I a little bit adjust that, because now it is not so solid. But this is the idea, that what way we install, and then we check that this is like it don't move in here. And I think that now this my switch is actually in okay. Okay, that kind of installation, and thumbs up, and see you in next movie.